Good morning, my dear students. Welcome to your class of English. And today we will be winding up, we will be finishing this chapter, The Enemy, in your book Vistas, which we have doing for this past 1 week. And in the 6-7 classes that we have had so far, if I have to do a quick recap, that the theme of this entire chapter was patriotism versus humanity. So basically this chapter has been dealing with the Japanese doctor, Dr. Sadao Hoki, in front of whose house comes washed ashore an American prisoner of war, a sailor, and we come to know that this chap, he has escaped from the prison, and he is a very, very young boy, in his early 20s maybe, and we know that he is a prisoner of war, and we come to know that he had a very, very young and tortured face. So we know that both Sadao and Hannah, they are in this dilemma of as to what to do with him. And we know that this boy, this American prisoner of war, he has been shot at the back, and his wound, which was on the right side of his lower back, it was bleeding, and there was a lot of fresh bleeding. So again and again we have seen, there was this question that was rising for the Sadao couple, that is, what shall we do with this man? But then, having contemplated on the risks involved, on everything, and on having a lot of conflict between the head and the heart, where the head was saying that this American guy is an American and an American is our enemy, so he should be just left to die. But the heart was the heart of a doctor, and it was compelling him to save him with all that he could at this point of time. So having a good conflict between the head and the heart with both Sadao and his wife Hannah, it was finally decided that they brought him over. And we come to know that he is so starved, he is so thin, he is so weak, just like a fowl. And thereafter began this agitation, this resistance from the servants, wherein Yumi completely refused that she is not going to, wash this white man. Therefore Hannah did it. And after all this was done, we see that Dr. Sadao decides that he is going to operate upon this boy Tom that we discovered later on. And it was decided that the Sadao couple is going to tell the servants about this whole situation. And definitely the servants, which was very, very obvious, some of them, like the gardener, had been working there since Sadao was a child. So the servants were frightened because America and Japan was in a state of war, and to shelter an enemy, to be helping out an enemy, was an act of being a traitor, was act of defying your country. So basically the servants were very, very annoyed, and there was a lot of resistance, though they continued to have their courtesies and everything, but yes, they were just not happy. And then what happens is that Dr. Sadao performs the surgery, and the bullet, which was luckily not quite close to the kidney, it was taken out, and the treatment was done. And thereafter, for almost 15 days, we come to know, a fortnight, that this chap, this boy Tom, would be staying in their house. And then we saw that after the operation and everything, where they start interacting, but Dr. Sadao doesn't want to interact with this man at all, because he says that any sort of interaction would only lead to developing acquaintances, which would make it very difficult for Dr. Sadao to take some final decisions in the end. So he just doesn't want to talk to him. And then we see that over the time, the servants, they have become very, very cold upon the pair. And in this particular paragraph, let me just highlight it, just a second. So here, in this particular paragraph, which I have marked here on page number 37. So here you see the exact attitude of the servants. That how not they are keen, they are just not keen, they are just not favoring their master, and they are not happy with what the master is doing, because they know that the master, which means Dr. Sadao, he is risking a lot. Now if I put up a question in front of you, that what all is Dr. Sadao risking? So see, Sadao was not only a very famous surgeon, but also he was working upon a discovery. He was a scientist as well. And he had 2 children, to which Yumi says that it is the children of whom we must think. If Sadao is caught, he is definitely going behind the bars. He will be called a traitor. All the respect that he has earned so far in Japan will be going down the drain. And then what happens to the children? So all this discussion is going on between the servants, and they ensure that they are audible enough so that Hannah can hear it. And in these lines that I have highlighted here, we see that Hannah too realizes that the risk they are taking, but then, she can't help it. There is something in her which is making her help her husband, which is making her support her husband and continue in taking care of this prisoner who is known as Tom. And she was the one, Hannah was the one who had personally taken care of his needs, of feeding him, of attending him, of ensuring that he was comfortable. So this is all Hannah's task that she has done. This has been Hannah's humanity. This has been Hannah's loving and caring heart. Even though when over and over again she has told that she has got nothing to do with this boy, he is just an enemy. Okay? And then we discovered that on the 7th day, after he had decided of writing a letter which was an incomplete letter, then 2 things happened. So the first things was that all the servants left together. The servants decided that they are going. And the next thing was that a messenger from the general's palace had come to call upon Dr. Sadao. And this had created so much of anxiety, so much of fear, so much of trouble for Hannah that she was so scared. She thought that maybe this attendant has come and it's because the servants went and told. But aisa nahi tha. The attendants had, the messenger had come because he had brought in a message from the General Takima, who was not keeping well. And see, it's about the same General Takima who was so selfish that he had not sent Sadao with the troops. In the first 2 pages only we come to know about this. So then what happens? Sadao goes to General Takima's palace, and here he tells everything to General Takima on page number 40. And here you see a very, very selfish attitude of General Takima. He is so self-absorbed in his own health at this point of time that he cannot risk anything happening to Dr. Sadao. He doesn't trust the other doctors. He feels that the other doctors have been trained in Germany and Germans are too ruthless. So the Germans would call an operation successful even if the man dies. So here a solution is suggested, an amicable solution is suggested by General Takima, and that suggestion is that he would send his own private assassins, murderers. He would send who? General Takima would send these private assassins to Sadao's home, and these assassins were experts and they knew the trick of inward bleeding. So they would kill the man and would also remove the body, and there would be no signs of any kind of struggle or blood or anything that would create problem for Hannah or Sadau's family. So this is a basic solution that is kind of given by General Takima. But then does that happen? It just doesn't happen after all. Okay, so here we see that Tom starts to get better and better every day. He's gaining color, he's standing on his own, he's walking about. And then from page number 42 till this paragraph here, okay, till here, till between them maybe, we saw that 3 nights went by. Okay, so this was night number 1. I hope you get the vision clear. Then we had the second night that Sadao waited for the private assassins. The next morning he woke up, again the man was alive. Third night again he waited. Next morning he woke up, again Tom was very much alive. And now it was becoming too much for Dr. Sadao to bear it. So then what happens? Here Dr. Sadao, in the end of page 43, he gives an escape plan to this American prisoner of war. And he says that I'm going to give you a boat, I will give you some food, some water, I'll give you some quilt, and you can go to that island over there and you can be there till you saw a Korean fishing boat. And he says over there you will have fresh fish to catch, but you will have to just eat it raw because you cannot afford to have fire, otherwise you will be seen. And then a very important question comes here, which is asked by Tom to Dr. Sadao, and it was, do I have to? कि क्या मुझे वाकई में यहाँ से जाना ज़रूरी है? Do I have to leave your home? And this statement, my dear students, it tells us that how safe and comfortable Tom was feeling in the home of a Japanese doctor, even when they were in a state of war and Tom was a sailor from an American warship. That is because Tom and Hannah had not only saved his life, had taken care of him, and now Tom is helping him, Dr. Sadao is helping Tom escape. So then the preparations and everything takes place, and then on page 44 there are certain instructions given by Dr. Sadao to Tom. And what are the instructions? That if your food runs out before you catch a boat, कि अगर खाना खत्म हो जाए और तुम आइलैंड पे हो तो मुझे 2 फ्लैशेस देना टॉर्च से, फ्लैश लाइट, ओके. एंड इट सेज if you are all right but still there और food भी है तो just signal me once. And he says you will find fresh fish easy to catch but you must eat them raw. Okay, so these are the instructions that were given to him, and then he helped Tom dress in a Japanese way and specially gave a black cloth to cover his blonde head. And thereafter Tom goes away. And then in the end we see that Dr. Sadao operates upon General Takima and he tells General Takima कि वो जो Tom था, जो prisoner था, वो भाग गया. He has escaped. And then we see that the servants had come back. Okay, so we see 3 things happening. So what happened over here? General Takima has been operated. Okay, that was one. And for 12 hours she was not sure whether the general would survive or not, but he did survive. And then the third thing was that all the servants had come back and nobody spoke about, किसी ने ना कुछ कहा ना कुछ पूछा about the servant. बस थोड़ा सा गार्डनर गुस्सा था क्योंकि वो क्रिसैंथेमम्स लगाने में लेट हो गया था. And then we see here General Takima cross questioning Sadao कि अरे did I not promise that I would kill him for you? Who is this kill him? It refers to Tom. तो यहाँ पे अब सडनली जनरल टाकीमा को ये बात याद आती है आफ्टर द सर्जरी कि भाई मैंने तो प्रॉमिस करा था दैट आई एम गोइंग टू सेंड असैसिन्स. सो नाउ वी बिगिन फ्रॉम हियर. You did, Excellency, Sadao said. Well, well, the old man said in a tone of amazement. So I did. But you see, I was suffering a good deal. The truth is, I thought of nothing but myself. In short, I forgot my promise to you. See, this tells us how absorbed was General Takima in his own health issues. He forgot. General Takima उन private assassins को भेजना ही भूल गए because he was suffering a good deal in his own health. अब सदाओ कहता है I wondered, your excellency, सदाओ murmured. सदाओ कहता हाँ जनरल your excellency, I wonder कि पता नहीं क्या हो गया था, आपने नहीं भेजा उन लोगों को. It was certainly very careless of me, the general said. But you understand, it was not lack of patriotism or dereliction of duty. See, these lines that I have highlighted over here, ये lines हमको बताती हैं कि ऐसा नहीं था कि जनरल टाकीमा was a देशद्रोही और he was a traitor. No, it was just that कि he was so preoccupied because of his own health issues, he was in pain, he was not well, that he just forgot. और इसका मतलब ये नहीं था कि वो पेट्रियोटिक नहीं था या वो ड्यूटीफुल नहीं था. यू नो दैट जनरल टाकीमा वॉज अ वेरी वेरी इफेक्टिव जनरल एंड ही हैड वन सच विक्टोरियस बैटल लाइक द बैटल ऑफ मंचूरिया एज वी केम टू नो इन द चैप्टर. तो बड़े एंशियसली ही लुक्स एट सदाओ और वो बोलता है बड़ी इंपॉर्टेंट बात, पे अटेंशन. इफ द मैटर शुड कम आउट यू वुड अंडरस्टैंड दैट, वुडंट यू? तो वो बोलता है कि अगर ये बात बाहर निकल गई तो तुम समझ जाओगे ना सदाओ. सो certainly your excellency, Sadao said. He suddenly comprehended that the general was in the palm of his hand and that as a consequence he himself was perfectly safe. I can swear to your loyalty, excellency, he said to the old general, and to your zeal against the enemy. और सदाओ रियलाइज करता है कि इस सिचुएशन में अब जबकि जनरल खुद सदाओ से कह रहा है कि अगर भाई ये मैटर निकले तो सदाओ ऐसा मत सोचना कि आई एम अ ट्रेटर, तो खुद सदाओ इज सो सिक्योर और ही फील्स दैट द जनरल इज इन द पाम ऑफ हिज हैंड. पाम ऑफ हिज हैंड मतलब बिल्कुल उसकी मुट्ठी में है कि जो खुद ही भूल गया वो उसको क्या पनिश करेगा. क्योंकि अगर जनरल किसी भी तरीके का एलिगेशन सदाओ पे लगाता है तो सदाओ भी पलट के कह सकता है कि मैं तो इन्हें बता चुका था पहले ही. So it is more like you rub my back, I rub yours. So you remain quiet and I remain quiet, and both of them decided to just hush the matter, put it under the table and just forget it. ठीक? तो सदाओ कहता है कि नहीं your excellency, मेरी सारी loyalty आपकी तरफ है and I know that your zeal against the enemy is very very strong. You are a good man, the general murmured and closed his eyes. You will be rewarded. और जनरल टाकीमा बोलते हैं तुम बहुत अच्छे इंसान हो, तुम्हें तुम्हारा रिवॉर्ड मिलेगा. एंड दिस इज द टाइम व्हेन जनरल टाकीमा इज रिकवरिंग फ्रॉम हिज सर्जरी, जो उनकी सर्जरी हुई थी. अब ये एक पार्ट हो गया. अब उसी रात में सदाओ अपने वहीं वरांडा में खड़ा है जहां पे वो इन द बिगिनिंग ऑफ द स्टोरी ही वाज स्टैंडिंग विद हैना. अब सदाओ को रिवॉर्ड कैसे मिला ये हमें देखना है कि व्हाट वाज सदाओज एक्चुअल रिवॉर्ड. क्या सदाओ का रिवॉर्ड वो रिवॉर्ड होता जो जनरल टाकीमा देते कि उसको कुछ कैश प्राइज मिलता, अवार्ड मिलता, कुछ ऑनररी मेडल्स मिलते, समथिंग? नो. बट सदाओ, सर्चिंग द स्पॉट ऑफ ब्लैक इन द ट्वाइलाइटेड सी दैट नाइट, हैड हिज रिवॉर्ड. उस रात जब सदाओ वहां खड़े होकर के उस आइलैंड की तरफ देख रहा था और जब वहां से कोई सिग्नल नहीं आया. किस सिग्नल की बात हो रही है बेटा? इन सिग्नल्स की, कि अगर तुम्हारे पास खाना ना हो तो 2 फ्लैशेस देना, अगर तुम वहां पे हो और ना गए हो तो 1 फ्लैश देना. जब ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं हुआ तो सदाओ को यहां अपना रिवॉर्ड मिल गया. दैट मीन्स टॉम वॉज एबल टू एस्केप. देयर वॉज नो prick of light in the dusk, in the late evening hours. dusk होती है वो. No one was on the island. His prisoner was gone, safe, doubtless, for he had warned him to wait only for a Korean fishing boat. The prisoner was gone. And Sadao is happy, he is peaceful, and he is satisfied because he had told Tom that you have to wait only for a Korean fishing boat. He stood for a moment on the veranda, gazing out to the sea from whence the young man had come the other night. And into his mind, although without reason, there came other white faces he had known. और वहाँ खड़े खड़े वो जब ऐसी वहाँ he is looking at the sea, वो जितने भी white faces, जितने भी white लोगों को अब तक जानता है, उनकी शक्लें उसको याद आती हैं. कौन कौन? The professor, at whose house he had met Hannah. वो कैसा आदमी था? A dull man, and his wife had been a silly talkative woman, very voluble, in spite of her wish to be kind. He remembered his old teacher of anatomy. These are all white people or Americans जिनका जिक्र हो रहा है, who had been so insistent on mercy with the knife. उसको अपने anatomy के professor याद आते हैं, ठीक है, जो कहते थे कि भाई you have to be very very merciful with the knife. You cannot be a butcher के उठाया चाकू और बस काटा पीटी शुरू कर दी. That's so. First he remembers his professor and his wife. That's number one. Number two, he remembers his old teacher of anatomy. And number three, he misses the face of the white and slatternly landlady. Slatternly over here means untidy. Over here it means this. He had had a great difficulty in finding a place to live in America because he was a Japanese. और वो बोलता है कि उसको बहुत प्रॉब्लम हुई थी अमेरिका में to survive as a student, to survive and to find place to live in, because there was a lot of prejudice. Americans would not treat the Japanese well. Americans would not consider them as equals. They would consider Americans to be more superior and Japanese to be a colored race, to be Asians. The Americans were full of prejudice, hatred, and it had been bitter to live in it. और सदाओ कहता है बहुत ही बुरा experience था to live in it, to live in that bitterness, to live in that hatred, knowing himself their superior. So, knowing that yes, they were being prejudiced, it was difficult to survive over there. How he had despised the ignorant and dirty old woman, the same landlady, who had at last consented to house him in her miserable home. बड़ी मुश्किल से वो लैंडलेडी मानी थी सदाओ को वहाँ घर में रहने देने के लिए. He had once tried to be grateful to her because she had in his last years nursed him through influenza, which is a virus of lungs. तो बस एक बार सदाओ felt kind towards her क्योंकि वो बहुत बीमार पड़ गया था. He had influenza and this lady, she had nursed him. Okay? तो वो बोलता है she was no less repulsive to him in her kindness. और कहता है she was equally bad even when she was being kind to him. Okay, so this word repulsive has been used 2 to 3 times over here. Repulsion is a very strong word for hatred. Okay, now he remembered the youthful haggard face of his prisoner. और अब उसको एंड में किसकी शक्ल याद आती है? इस प्रिजनर की, टॉम की. कैसी थी उसकी शक्ल? वाइट एंड रिपल्सिव. और फिर एंड में सदाओ एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन अब से आपसे करता है. स्ट्रेंज, ही थॉट, आई वंडर व्हाई आई कुड नॉट किल हिम. और सदाओ अपने आप से कहता है कि कितना स्ट्रेंज है. दिस इज सो स्ट्रेंज दैट व्हाई आई कुड नॉट kill him. Kill whom? Kill Tom. And here it's not just Tom. Here we are talking about an American prisoner of war, an American sailor of a warship in a state of World War II between America and Japan. So this, my dear students, is the entire story, The Enemy. तो कहने को तो सदाओ was dealing with an enemy, but end में who won? अगर हम comparison करें कि end में किसकी जीत हुई, if we just go back to the beginning of the chapter, कौन जीता? Patriotism जीता या humanity जीती? Definitely it was humanity. because it was mandatory for Sadao as a doctor who was under an oath to save Tom. और ऐसा नहीं था कि he did not try. He had informed General Takima, but of course it was something that was destiny or God knows what, कि finally Tom had to survive. Tom had to live. So this, my dear students, is the chapter The Enemy. It's a very simple chapter. It is just that कि थोड़ा सा लेंदी बहुत है, तो हमको लगता है कि बहुत लंबा चैप्टर है, but it's a very very simple story which focuses on the theme of patriotism versus humanity, and the stress is upon humanity winning in the end. That's it. So let us look at the question answers now. There are moments in life when we have to make hard choices between our roles as private individuals and as citizens with a sense of national loyalty. Discuss with reference to the story you have just read. अब देखो क्वेश्चन क्या कह रहा है कि लाइफ में कभी कभी ऐसे इंसिडेंसेस आ जाते हैं कि बड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है चॉइसेस करना. कैसी चॉइसेस? चॉइसेस एज प्राइवेट इंडिविजुअल्स एंड एज सिटीजन्स. As a private individual, Sadao was just a doctor, Dr. Sadao. But as a citizen, he was a Japanese. तो national loyalty पे question mark लग गया. आप कितने देशभक्त हैं? Discuss with reference to the story you have just read. So, in a question like this, basically, we have to answer in yes or no, and the answer is yes. लाइफ में कई बार ऐसे मोमेंट्स आ जाते हैं जब बहुत मुश्किल हो जाता है डिसाइड करना कि क्या हम इंडिविजुअल्स हैं या हम सिटीजन्स हैं. इस केस में क्या हुआ? इस केस में सडाओ ने क्या डिसाइड करा? ही डिसाइडेड टू कीप ह्यूमैनिटी फर्स्ट, एंड ही डिसाइडेड टू कीप his responsibilities, his duties as a doctor upon anything and everything. So this is the kind of discussion you will be doing in this answer. Question number 2. Dr. Sadao was compelled by his duty as a doctor to help the enemy soldier. ये बिगनिंग, यही लाइन, दोनों लाइन आपकी बिगनिंग लाइन हो सकती हैं इस आंसर की. वो compelled थे by his duty to help the enemy soldier. What made Hannah, his wife, sympathetic to him in the face of open defiance from the domestic staff? क्वेश्चन कहता है कि चलो डॉक्टर सडाओ का तो काम था कि वो डॉक्टर हैं, हैना ने क्यों मदद करी डॉक्टर सडाओ की और टॉम की, वो भी तब जब सारा डोमेस्टिक स्टाफ उनके खिलाफ था, गार्डनर भी, कुक भी, यूमी भी, सब लोग. क्यों? तो इसका आंसर बहुत सिंपल सा ये है कि हैना वॉज अ वेरी वेरी ड्यूटीफुल वाइफ, वेरी वेरी ओबीडियंट, एंड एज अ सेंस ऑफ हर ड्यूटी शी वॉज फॉलोइंग एंड सपोर्टिंग वॉट हर हस्बैंड वॉज डूइंग. शी इज एन ओबीडियंट वाइफ. ये हमको पता है क्योंकि दो बार ये चीज हमको यहाँ पता चली है जब दिस देयर वी गो, yes, here she went obediently. ये एक बार वर्ड यहाँ पे यूज हुआ है, okay, that she is following instructions, okay, and number 2, she obeyed him. So this is a very very dutiful wife, somebody who is very very supportive of her husband, and she is doing what she needs to do. So yes, there is compassion also in Hannah. ऐसा नहीं है कि Hannah is cruel, क्योंकि जब वो स्कार्स देखती है ऑन द नेक ऑफ टॉम, वो शी थिंक्स कि जो स्टोरीज हम लोग सुनते थे ऑफ वेयर आर वी, you'll have to find it, of the time when General Takima की जब बात हो रही थी कि they would torture the prisoners. So we also see that she is also here on page number 34. So see, this is Hannah. Hannah, it was a piteously thin face, she thought. She feels pity for him. This is compassion. This is empathy, sympathy. Okay, so yes, she is a sympathetic woman. She is a woman driven by a sense of duty. She is a woman who is very obedient to her husband, and that is why she helps her husband Sadao even when everybody is against them, इवन व्हेन शी नोज कि कितना सारा रिस्क इन्वॉल्व्ड है, स्टिल शी सपोर्ट्स हर हस्बैंड. Question 3, important. How would you explain the reluctance of the soldier to leave the shelter of the doctor's home even when he knew he couldn't stay there without the risk to the doctor? कैसे explain करेंगे इसको? Was Tom ready to leave? I have written here page 43. चलो भाई, let's go to page 43. क्या है page 43 पे? ये sentence है, phrase है, ये question है. जब यहाँ सडाओ पूरा एस्केप प्लान बताता है टॉम को, तो टॉम क्वेश्चन कहता है कि क्या मेरा जाना जरूरी है? डू आई हैव टू लीव? और क्या टॉम को नहीं पता कि वो कितना रिस्क है इस फैमिली के लिए? वो जानता है. बट ही इज फीलिंग सो सेफ एंड सो सिक्योर विद सडाओ एंड हैना कि उसको बाहर जाने से डर लग रहा है. उसको लगता है कि मैं इन्हीं के साथ सेफ हूं. दैट इज वाई ही asks, and it's a very important question, ये बोर्ड में आता है कि do I have to, क्या मुझे वाकई में जाना है? और सडाओ कहता है yes I think so, क्योंकि तुम यहाँ पे हो, ये बात छुपी हुई नहीं है. So you have to come to page 43 for this answer, and it is only because Tom felt very very safe and secure in the home of Hannah and Sadao. Question number 4. What explains the attitude of the general in the matter of the enemy soldier? जनरल टाकीमा का क्या एटीट्यूड था एनिमी सोल्जर को लेके? कोई एटीट्यूड नहीं था. एटीट्यूड बस ये था कि वो भूल गए थे. राइट? वॉज इट ह्यूमन कंसिडरेशन? नो, नॉट एट ऑल. क्या उनको उस पर दया आ रही थी? अगर दया आ रही होती तो वो ये नहीं कहते कि मैं प्राइवेट असैसिन्स भेज देता हूं. Was it lack of national loyalty? क्या वो गद्दार थे? He was a traitor, General Takima? Not at all. He was a very cruel general. Dereliction of duty? कि उनको वो गैर जिम्मेदार थे? बिल्कुल भी नहीं. या लास्ट ऑप्शन, was it simply self-absorption? So my dear students, इसका आंसर बिल्कुल अभी हमने यहां पे पढ़ा है. सडाओ से कह रहे हैं जनरल टाकीमा, इट वॉज नॉट लैक ऑफ पेट्रियटिज्म और डिरेक्शन ऑफ ड्यूटी. आई थॉट ऑफ नथिंग बट माई सेल्फ. तो यहाँ पे कौन सा ऑप्शन आएगा बेटा इस आंसर में? इट वॉज ओनली सेल्फ एब्जॉर्प्शन. वो अपने आप में इतना एब्जॉर्ब्ड थे जनरल टाकीमा विद हिज ओन हेल्थ इश्यूज दैट ही एक्चुअली फॉरगॉट about the American prisoner. He forgot to send those private assassins to Sadao's house, and thus Sadao had to come up with his own escape plan for Tom. So this is an answer here. Question 5. While hatred against a member of enemy race is justifiable, पहले question समझें. किसी भी enemy race के member के लिए नफरत होना justifiable है, like we Indians have for Pakistanis. और इसका एक सिंपल सा एग्जाम्पल देखने को मिल जाता है इन द क्रिकेट मैच ऑफ इंडिया एंड पाकिस्तान. कैसी एनिमोसिटी हो जाती है. और जस्ट इमेजिन अगर ये वॉर टाइम पे हो जाए. यू नो माई डियर चिल्ड्रन, है ना, कैसी फीलिंग आती है. द सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक्स ऑफ उरी, और यू नो the attack that was done on the 14th of Feb by the Pakistani terrorists or whatever. तो ये क्या है? ये सिर्फ hatred हमारे मन में है for the enemy. और कब ज्यादा बढ़ जाती है? During war time, when you are at war. यहां तक तो ये स्टेटमेंट है. वो क्वेश्चन शुरू हुआ, what makes a human being rise above narrow prejudices? But क्वेश्चन ये है कि छोटी छोटी नैरो प्रेजुडिसेस से ऊपर उठ के सोचने में क्या चीज मदद कर सकती है? और वो सिर्फ एक चीज है चिल्ड्रन, दैट इज ह्यूमैनिटी. इट्स ओनली ह्यूमैनिटी दैट कैन हेल्प अस राइज अबव नैरो प्रेजुडिसेस. Hating is very easy. Hatred is very easy. Killing, murdering, very easy. But to understand situations and to act wisely is very difficult. So in such a scenario, it is humanity, humanitarian considerations, it is of thinking a human first and then second the nation. Only these things can help you rise above these narrow prejudices. Question 6. Do you think the doctor's final solution to the problem was the best possible one in the circumstances? कोई और solution हो सकता था क्या? Tell me. आप मुझसे बोलेंगे कि हाँ हो सकता था, वो उसको घर ही नहीं लाता, बट ऐसा नहीं पॉसिबल था. क्यों? Because Sadao was not a common man like you and me. Sadao was a doctor. So considering the fact that Sadao is a doctor who is compelled by his duty, please remember this line, who is compelled by his duty and he has saved Tom's life. Tom की लाइफ इसलिए थोड़ी ना बचाई थी ऑपरेशन करके, सर्जरी करके कि उसको फिर मरने के लिए छोड़ देते. नो. तो इन सारी सिचुएशंस में जब जनरल टाकीमा भी भूल गए हैं और टॉम की तबीयत भी अच्छी हो गई है, टॉम को बचा भी लिया है, सर्वेंट्स भी चले गए हैं, रिस्क फैक्टर भी बढ़ गया है, हैना भी परेशान है, इन सारे सर्कमस्टांसेस में यही सोल्यूशन सबसे बढ़िया था कि टॉम को वहां से एस्केप कराया जाए, वहां से भगाया जाए, वहां से उसको एस्केप करने में हेल्प की जाए. सो दैट इज व्हाट योर आंसर इज. So these 6 questions are going in the copy. Question 7 and question 8 are not directly relevant. Question 7 talks about 11th में आपने चैप्टर पढ़ा था बेटा, बर्थ बाय A.J. क्रॉनन. ओके, तो उसमें और इस चैप्टर की सिमिलैरिटीज मांग रहे हैं. Is there any film you have seen or novel you have read with a similar theme? So this you can find out. So we are not dealing with question 7 and 8, but yes, we are dealing with question 1 to 6 and you are putting them in your fair registers. So with this, my dear students of class 12th, we have completed the enemy. And after this, I will be picking up the second category of advertisement writing, which falls in your short composition, and we will be doing display advertisement. So in the next class, while you sit for that class, please be ready with your registers. We will do display advertisements, and after the display advertisements are done, I am starting with you a revision series, a practice revision series of whatever that we have done in 12th till now. Our periodic test syllabus will be completed. Whatever is completed, I will be giving you short practice papers. You will be completing them in 45 minutes in your registers and sending your answers to me. So please start the moment we finish off display advertisements, I will tell you. So I think the first practice revision paper will be on the last lesson. तो डिस्प्ले एडवर्टाइजमेंट्स के बाद लास्ट लेसन का रिवीजन शुरू कर दें, क्योंकि हम आगे बढ़ने से पहले जो हमने अभी तक कर लिया है, वॉट एवर वी हैव डन सो फार, वी विल बी रिवाइजिंग इट. फाइन स्टूडेंट्स, सो प्लीज कंप्लीट योर वर्क. Keep the theme in mind, keep the characters in mind. If there's any question, you know where to find me. Take care of yourselves and please complete your work. Take care.